కాదంబరి జత్వానికి అండగా నిలిచిన మహిళా సంఘాలు జత్వాని కేసులో జ్యుడిషియల్ ఎంక్వైరీ చేసి అక్రమంగా వ్యవహరించిన అధికారులపై చర్యలు తీసుకోవాలని డిమాండ్ చేశారు. గత ప్రభుత్వ హయాంలో తీవ్ర వేధింపులకు గురి చేశారని కాదంబరి జత్వాని చెప్పుకొచ్చారు. విచారణ చేసి అధికారులపై చర్యలు తీసుకోవాలని, కుక్కల విద్యాసాగర్ ఫిర్యాదుతో కొందరు ఐపీఎస్ అధికారులు నీచంగా ప్రవర్తించారంటూ ఓ మహిళ పట్ల అలా ప్రవర్తించడం సిగ్గుమాలిన చర్య అని చెప్పుకొచ్చారు. నా క్యారెక్టర్ను తప్పుగా చూపించే ప్రయత్నం చేశారని, సాక్షి మీడియా నా వ్యక్తిత్వాన్ని కించపరుస్తోందని సాక్షి మీడియాకు లీగల్ నోటీసులు పంపించానన్నారు. కుక్కల విద్యాసాగర్పై 2015 వరకే 18 క్రిమినల్ కేసులున్నాయని, కానీ నాపై ఎలాంటి క్రిమినల్ కేసులు లేవని, కుక్కల విద్యాసాగర్ నన్ను బ్లాక్మెయిల్ చేశాడంటూ హై ర్యాంకింగ్ పోలీస్ ఆఫీసర్లు దారుణంగా ప్రవర్తించారని చెప్పుకొచ్చారు. దుబాయ్లో ఉన్న నా సోదరిని కూడా ఇబ్బంది పెట్టారని, నాకు మద్దతిచ్చిన మహిళా సంఘాలకు ధన్యవాదాలు తెలిపారు. వరదల వల్ల పోలీస్ అధికారులు చాలా బిజీగా మారిపోయారు. పోలీసులు నా బాధను అర్థం చేసుకున్నారని, ఆనాటి పోలీసులు విద్యాసాగర్కు ఎందుకు కొమ్ము కాశారని, నన్ను ఓ టెర్రరిస్ట్లా ట్రీట్ చేశారని ఆయన చెప్పుకొచ్చారు.
I'm very grateful to the media for their responsible journalism or I'm very grateful to the media for their responsible journalism, all the media that leaked out the truth, because that was very vital. And the people of Andhra Pradesh who chose Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, the current Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Honorable Chandrababu Naidu sir, who elected him to power and gave him the reins of the state. He was elected with a sweeping majority. His able governance and people under him, his able men, took on the onus to serve justice to a woman and her old parents who have been wrongfully and illegally harassed. So that was a very noble initiative that these responsible men took up. I'm very sorry to see, very pained to see, this being used as a political weapon against them. Somebody that's just trying to serve justice to an innocent woman and her elderly parents, they are being targeted, politically, using the same against them. It's very shameful. A shameful hit job was unfortunately performed by this Vidyasagar in coalition with certain high-ranking IPS officials. A very shameful hit job which should not have happened and which should never happen with anybody. The current government under Chandrababu Naidu sir, they are just trying to serve us justice. My urge, my pleading to all the political parties, issue of women and old people's safety. We are the vulnerable sections of the society. Their safety should be a matter of priority for all the political parties, and it's very shameful to, support somebody that has harassed an innocent woman so wrongly. It's very shameful. And certain, 60, 70-year-old men who have, I'm sorry to say, but one foot in the grave, who have never known me, they are character assassinating me all over media. I'm very sorry to say, but these are the men who want to take advantage of women, who have been rejected so badly by women that now they hate women. They've turned misogynist. And these are the men that unfortunately harm, abuse, rape, gang rape women. These are the men that do that, and I feel very sorry for their daughters, for their sisters, for their wives and their mothers. How do they put up with these men? Sakshi and Sakshi Media and YSRCP outlets that have been all over wrongfully character assassinating me without an iota of evidence. My advocate, Mr. Srinivas Rao Nara, has already sent a legal notice to them, and very stringent, I'm going to take with them, with my advocate, very stringent criminal and legal action against them. So please refrain from wrongfully character assassinating an innocent woman. This particular man, Vidyasagar, in 2014. These are his criminal cases from 2014. Case number 114 by 2012, 115/2012, 17 criminal cases pending in the courts till 2014. In the court of Calcutta, Vishakhapatnam. In 2015, this man Kukula Venkata Vidyasagar had cheated Messrs Gimplex of to the tune of almost 10 crores, and a non-bailable warrant number 255 by 2015 was pending against the magistrate court in Magistrate Court, Hyderabad. The complainant, Mr. Anand Bakki, on behalf of Messrs Gimplex, and this man was arrested by the Hyderabad police, absconding since 2014, arrested in 2017. So 18 criminal cases I showed you till 2015, and allegations against me. Telugu film actress Kadambari Jetwani and Malav Dani are now a couple. Social media, ? So on the basis of rumors on social media, these people are going all out, harassing me, character assassinating me, that this woman knows industrialists. Okay, so why are you jealous? You know, there was no criminal complaint ever against Malav Dani, or Malav Dani never filed a criminal complaint against me. This poor little 46-year-old baby that claims to be blackmailed by me, Vidyasagar, come to Hyderabad, kiss. Let me know when you are going to Kashi, I'll inform them at Darshan. So he takes my Aadhaar card, then he forges them and puts it all over social media. And this is my last text to him: go die in the underworld where you originate from. I knew he's from the underworld. And this device auto-destructs value-sucking bots. These are evidence, sheer evidence. He has a collage of all my pictures from 2009 sending me in 2023. All my pictures. I don't have so many pictures of mine. So either this man is maliciously, compulsively obsessed with me or wants to murder me and my family. You are to decide. But no way is this 46-year-old baby with 18 and more criminal cases who's missing me and asking me to come to Hyderabad, no way is he blackmailed. So these police officials, Vidyasagar is one part of the story. Police officials under this document, which is now widely reported, 2018, on the complaint of Vidyasagar that I cheated somebody of 5 lakh rupees traveling all the way from Mumbai to Ibrahimpatnam. I'd never heard the name of the place Ibrahimpatnam before. My Aadhaar card was from Ahmedabad during that time, 2018, which the document claims to be. My Aadhaar card is of Ahmedabad, and he has mentioned, because Vidyasagar has only forged this, he has mentioned the address from Mumbai. Now the high-ranking police officials, police are supposed to be our protectors. When our protectors turn predators, this is what they do. They attack an innocent family on a complaint lodged on 2nd February, a malicious complaint. They immediately attack a family of Bombay from Bombay and put them and dump them, kidnap them and dump them the very next day. This is what they've done. It's a very shameful hit job. Yeah, so unfortunately, my sibling is being dragged into this. The Dubai media has written so much in his favor. A qualified dental surgeon who has established a real estate firm, a multiple award-winning real estate firm. Dubai media writes so favorably about him, and this man Vidyasagar, who can't even manage his father's assets, he can't even retain them, he's losing everything. This man goes about maligning my sibling. It's very shameful. I thank all these dignitaries, all all the immensely respected women who are sitting here with me from multiple reputed organizations in the state, who have come all out, who are giving their time, effort, energy to support this cause of protecting a vulnerable woman and her innocent parents. I'm thankful to them with my life for this. Thank you all, nuns.
कादम्बरी आपका केस रजिस्टर हुआ या नहीं? फर्स्ट पॉइंट. नेक्स्ट
Okay.
वन आप आईपीएस पुलिस वालों पे जो केस लगाना चाह रहे हैं, आप पुलिस वालों पे केस करना चाह रहे हैं या वाईसीपी के जो लीडर्स है विद्यासागर एंड एक्स्ट्रा लीडर्स है उन पे केस करना चाह रहे हैं? आप क्या जस्टिस चाहते हैं?
Commissioner sir, Mr. Rajshekhar Babu and Shravanti Roy madam gave us a very patient hearing and took down in statement form whatever I and my parents had to say. Unfortunately, Andhra has been struck with this devastating floods, and it's very painful to see the ravages that floods are causing in the city. Unfortunately, so obviously, these police officials are very busy providing relief in the flood-stricken areas of late. So, after my statement, they've been occupied with providing relief in the flood-stricken areas, which is the way it should be. So, the case hasn't been registered yet, but they have given us a very, very patient hearing, and I have full faith in the institution, in the government, in all these women that have come out in my support, that justice will be ensured to me. For your second question, Vidyasagar filed a malicious complaint. Let him do anything. This man has 18 criminal cases, I showed you. Why was his complaint acted upon so seriously if it was not for the police officials? Obviously, the high-ranking police officials were hand in glove. It is a allegation of cheating of 5 lakh rupees. And he's alleging I came from Bombay to Ibrahimpatnam when I was not even in Bombay at that time. I was in Ahmedabad. And these people that Vidyasagar alleged I tried to sell his land to, these people have now complained to the police that Vidyasagar took their Aadhaar cards, misused their Aadhaar cards, and they don't know me. No such land deal has happened, which is the truth. So obviously this is not only Vidyasagar. Why were the police with him? For this time, 10 days. But that I'm not allowed to talk. The root causes that.
I know.
Hindu.
Can you
Ye-
please name the officers who were involved in that, who tortured you and who questioned you at that time?
ये जो पुलिस ऑफिशियल्स थे, they obviously had vested interest to do this hand in glove with Vidyasagar. What came to my knowledge, as media very rightly leaked out a lot of things, so hearing these stories which made a lot of sense to me, Mr. Kanti Rana Tata was the then Commissioner of Police, Vijayawada, Mr. Vishal Gunni, the then man in power DCP. I heard that he was deputed in Bombay on a special flight and he participated in this hit job against me and my parents. The then intelligence chief, Mr. Sitharamanju Nailu. So this is what came to my knowledge, and it seems like hearing all the media reports, and it seems very probable because Vidyasagar अकेला ये सब नहीं कर सकता था. जो लेवल पे इन लोगों ने हमें हरास किया है wrongfully, विद्यासागर खुद नहीं कर सकता था. They all had vested interests which they fulfilled through harassing me and my parents.
How many officers came to your house?
To my house, below, not the highest ranking officials, below them, almost a team of 15-20 people like came and kidnapped us like we were hardened terrorists, you know, just intercepted our car, went to my home. Violation of our constitutional rights, absolute violation. We were not allowed to make a phone call to any of our relatives, any of our, not for legal aid, not a single phone call, just picked us up, dumped us. Absolute violation. So this is what has happened.
Did they allowed any medicines to the age of 12.
Yeah, medicines they did take care of. They gave them, but it's like पहले काटो और फिर मलहम लगाओ. Doesn't make any sense. You know.
ఇంకేమన్నా హిందీలో ఏమైనా మాట్లాడమంటారా అదే ఫైన్ మీరు చెప్పండి దుర్గారావు గారు మీరు చెప్పండి
Just this this is not a protest or anything. So many dignified women, many dignitaries have come out in support of justice for a vulnerable woman. This is not a protest or anything, because Mr. Rajshekhar Babu sir has given us all a patient hearing, but it is delayed because of the flood situation is what we are making out of this. And even these ladies have been so occupied with relief work, you know, at remote places, at everything, that I'm very grateful that they still made out time for this noble cause. I'm very grateful to all of them.